without like having a drink or anything. And especially when you've got no one to bounce thoughts off. When I'm playing with Alex on Exceptional Bike, you should maybe check out our videos. They're quite nicely labelled. It's easier to talk about stuff because when you've got someone to bounce ideas off, it's much simpler. But when you're playing on your own, it is a bit of a faff, which is why I don't like doing Let's Plays, because if you're trying to work out stuff when you're playing, you're mainly thinking rather than talking. But when you've played the game before and you kind of know what you're doing, I basically know what I'm doing in Dark Souls, even if there's some areas that will really fuck me up. So I can talk about what I'm doing and why, and then if I have something I actually want to talk about that's a topic, then I can do that as well. Now, I know for a fact, someone who might tell me that there is an optional area that bridge I'm cutting down, that becomes a ladder that you can go down to another area. Now, last time I played, I did that with very little challenge. You know what I mean? Like, it was alright, but I might leave it till later because there's an optional boss down there and a couple of optional enemies that are really, really fucking annoying if I don't. Right, how this boss works. His smoke there is essentially a death zone. Oh, and he's... and he'll walk forward. So obviously if you let him get too close to the... if you let him get too close to the final edge, then you're fucked. Like he's doing now, because obviously then when he breathes that, you can't combat it in any way. But every time you hit a ring, he does get sent back a bit. Oh, this is... I'm not quite sure how you meant to combat this. Oh no, it's alright. No, it's not this bit. He can draw a sword. What is happening right now? What is Whoa! Oh, here we go. I'm dead! I beat this guy second time without even trying, and that time I was absolutely on the ropes there. Because... honestly, like, the trick really is to be offensive. I'm going to see if I can just run all the way through this time, actually, because I don't have that many souls to lose, and, you know, so that's the first boss I'm in trouble with. Oh, God. But the trick is to kind of be on the offensive so that you get rid of them rings as quickly as possible. But if you let yourself get in his smoke, that's an insta death. Like as you saw, I ran out just slightly too late and I almost still died. Yeah, see, but that's what I meant. Like that boss, like sometimes it just like the game you're fucked. I'm almost certain that I've never had that many skeletons before spawn on me before, but maybe they've patched it since I last played it. I've not played this game for ages, like I said. Actually, he keeps his left side closer. I think this one actually might be the... Oh, I think he's reviving zombies already. Is he gonna breathe? There we go. Again, that was a time where I wasn't really talking because that was kind of just hard. But you see what I mean? That time was much easier. He never did his breathing attack, and he didn't really attack that much, and he didn't summon as nearly as many skeletons. So it's one of them just weird. Sometimes you'll just get a bad RNG, I think, really, and it'll just fuck you up. I mean, it's still doable. Like, if I kind of was playing a bit better, the fact that all of them skeletons were there could have been a challenge I could have overcome. But the fact that I just kind of wasn't expecting it and just kind of panicked, it all went to shit. But yeah, that's his. That's that boss. Fairly simple, not too challenging. To be fair, none of the bosses have been too challenging. But I think the Abyss Watchers are if you don't realise there's a cathedral there, which I didn't. So I did the Abyss Watchers, like I said, before I'd even fought the Crystal Sage, so I was seriously underleveled. But so far, yeah. The next main boss, actually, though, is probably what most people say is the hardest, and the one I probably had the most difficulty with on par with the Abyss Watchers. And that's Pontiff Sullivan, and he is admittedly a bit of a cunt. But you know what? We're at an hour and 10 minuars, and we have done 2 bosses, which I can say I am exceedingly happy with. And I got it the wrong way around. I really thought it would take me like 3 or 4 goes to do the Abyss Watchers boss, and then we'll nearly be it simple, but I got it the other way around. But as long as they're done. In the next video, though, we might not even reach the Pontiff, because the next area, Irithyll, is quite the... Or Irilith, I can't remember actually. Oh, yeah, it's... Yeah, Irithyll's from Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Or is it Irilith is from Lord of the Rings? Fucking hell. More strength, more power, unlimited power. Yeah.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
It's a big area anyway, and it's going to take me a while to get through it. So that might be its own video, and then like the Pontiff will be the start of the one afterwards. So just to let you know, like the next video is going to be mainly not the unlikely to be bosses, or if there is, it'll be right at the end. So anyway, thanks for watching. I think you know how to do it. If you want to watch more videos, you know, there's the subscription button and all that shit, and then you can do what you like, to be honest. But anyway, if you did watch it, cheers for watching, and that's it. Bye.